I'm David Furones with Andre Fernandez. We're at Southridge. This is the Miami Herald High School Football Gridiron Report. We have a slate of games to get to this week. Manny Navarro, he's entrusted me with his picks. He's either going to love me or hate me.
He's emailing them into you? Is that what he's doing?
I'm channeling my inner Manny.
Oh, that's a dangerous thing.
For the little competition you guys have going on. So we'll see what he thinks about me after I
maybe I'll win this week.
Probably. Let's get right to the action. KILLIAN, 5-0. They face Coral Gables. This is a Wednesday night game at Tropical Park. Potential regional final, KILLIAN and Coral Gables. Who you got?
Yeah, I mean, a rematch of last year's game when KILLIAN beat Gables when they were undefeated. This year it's KILLIAN that's undefeated. Are they going to turn the tables? I'm going to say no. You know why? Because of Jaquan Johnson and Sheldrick Redwine and those guys. I think KILLIAN stays undefeated. It wouldn't surprise me if the Cavs do it, but I'm just going to give KILLIAN the benefit of the doubt for now. I
really like that KILLIAN defense. I see them winning a low-scoring affair. We agree. Columbus, they travel up to Kentucky, HIGHLANDS. HIGHLANDS is a 6-0 team. Columbus at 5-1, going up to the Bluegrass State. Who do you have, Andre?
I'm guilty of being a homer when our teams go up on the road, and why not? I mean, we usually win like 10 out of every 11 road games we play, so you know what? I'm going to give Columbus some benefit of the doubt in this one, but that Highlands team does look very good. It's going to be a tough one, but if Columbus can do that, maybe they can make a run at state this year.
Highlands does look good. I don't know about the competition they face in Kentucky compared to what our guys face down here.
That too.
I'm going with Columbus. Cardinal Gibbons, they're 5-0. They've cruised through their schedule. They face a Coconut Creek team. Could be their first real test.
This is an interesting one because it definitely is the first real test for Gibbons. For Creek, they looked good at the beginning of the year, had a bad loss against Hallandale. What team is it? Is it the team that throws 6 touchdown passes, or is it the one that can barely move the ball against Hallandale? We'll find out this week. I think Gibbons is a well-coached team year in and year out. I'm going with the Chiefs.
I agree, yeah. Coconut Creek can really run up the score on a team, but I have Richard McIntosh in that Gibbons defense pulling this one out. American Heritage going to Jacksonville to face Class 4A state-powered Jacksonville BOLLES.
Yeah, I mean, this one, back when they started playing this series, BOLLES used to dominate. It's completely flipped now. I don't see Heritage having a problem. I mean, Heritage is logging in the miles, though. I mean, a Popka in a few weeks. They lost to Mainland. This time they get the road win. I
agree, yeah. They go up there and they beat BOLLES and Corky Rogers.
Yep.
Southridge, where we currently are, coming off the big win against South Dade within the district. Now they play Crop. This is at North Miami.
Yeah, I mean, if I had the headgear like Lee Corso, I'd put the Spartan head on. This is a no-brainer to me. They'll win. I think they keep it going, and I really, you know, unless South Dade really steps up and wins later in the year, I think Southridge has something cooking here.
No question, I agree. Southridge takes it. Central at 5-1 at TRAZ on Saturday. They're facing Norland, district game. Norland 2-0 in the district. Do they finally lose within this district?
Congrats to Norland for what they did last week. And I'm sorry you're facing Central this week. I'm doing with the Rockets. Sorry, Berg.
Yeah, no question. Central is just, it's a whole different ballgame playing against Central in this district. Booker T. Washington at 6-0. They'll play a Northwestern at TRAZ on Friday night.
It's like the same story. I was watching that Northwestern game going, God, the next 2 games for them, just don't see it. I mean, I think the Tornadoes are on another level, and that goes for everybody. Booker T.
Yeah, it's tough for Northwestern here. Booker T will win. South Dade, after that crushing loss to Southridge at 4-2, they're playing Jackson. This will be at Harris Field.
Very good matchup. 2 teams that need to bounce back quickly, I think, even though it is a non-district game. But I'm going to go with South Dade because I think Nate Hudson, those guys have been resilient every time they've been down during his tenure.
I thought about this one a lot, and then I'm ultimately going to go with the home field advantage. South Dade wins this one at Harris Field. All right, that does it for this week's picks. We'll see you next week. Miami Herald High School Football Gridiron Report.